Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our webinar on remodeling services and revenue journeys with Gen AI and intent analysis. I am also joined by two special guests, Abhi Suri, who is the head of product for communication industries from Salesforce, and Albert Cortes, who is the Salesforce industry and lead architect at Nespon. I am the country director based out of Dubai for Nespon. And sorry, I've got this. Can you all see my? Hi, I'm Samina. I'm the country director for Nespon. I'm based out of Dubai. I am joined by two guest speakers, Abhijit Suri and Albert Cortes. I'll be taking you through this the introduction of what this webinar is about, what's Nespon, and how we what we have done through in the telco industry. All right, so let's move. Let's first start with the introduction of Nespon. We are the Salesforce Summit partners with a long-standing partnership with Salesforce since 2013. Nespon Solution is a global leader from transformation for large telcos. We are an active member of TM Forum, and we are also committed to the design principles and essential standards of the TM Forum via the signed OpenAI APIs and ODA manifesto. So that means our transformation solution designs and advisories very much aligned with the TM Forum principles. In the most recent TM Forum conference held at Copenhagen in 2024, this year, Nespon has won the Moon Catalyst Award along with Salesforce and other global partners for showcasing the innovative feature of AI application in the communication industry. We have around 350 plus consultants with 600 plus Comms Cloud and Comms Cloud industry certified consultants. So this is our snapshot of what Nespon is, what we have done so far in Salesforce industries and telco transformation. Next slide, please. So that shows our geographical presence into 11 countries, and we are broadly divided into North America, Latin, and Europe. And we work on global delivery model with offshore nearshore delivery model. Next slide. All right, so these are few of our success stories for digital transformation. We stand globally the pioneers for transformation in the telco industry. We were one of the first in the world to implement Salesforce Industry Cloud for telco, which was then called the Velocity telco before Salesforce acquired Velocity. And I'm here giving a brief description of our success stories from each market where Nespon operates. So I'll first start with Telefonica Spain, which and Nespon has completed the B2B transformation by deploying the Salesforce Comms Cloud solution across 15 countries for 5,000 users. Currently, we have a dedicated Center of Excellence for Telefonica to support them by centralizing expertise and optimizing their processes. The second use case is about Windstream Communications from US, which is the largest provider of voice network and managed service to across businesses in US. So what Nespon has done is supported them with the transformation of their complex BSS through Salesforce, consolidating their large legacy system and migrated field service to Salesforce, their existing field service to Salesforce field service. Telecom Argentina, which is one of our biggest client. We started this relationship and transformation journey in 2016, and which was the first global transformation project for us. Apart from their BSS transformation, we seamlessly integrated around 80 plus legacy applications transferred commercial and agent, transformed the commercial and the agent processes by bringing automation. Telecom Argentina is still our client, and through all these years of long-standing partnership, we are still supporting this client. Next slide, please. All right. So, what are the three key challenges faced in telecom industry? These challenges have also been referred by one of our keynote speaker, David Fang, in Dreamforce this year. And what has been noted that there is only 1% growth globally in the telco industry. And what are the key factors why for this low growth across the industry? So, firstly, business efficiencies in the operations, such as service reps or sales team, are spending a lot of time in manual and repetitive tasks, or spending too much time on looking for the right answers for the customer queries, which is causing a lot of business inefficiencies in their day-to-day operations. This is also being noted that telco industry has a high customer churn, which is related to finding it hard to understand who the customers are, and struggling to join various dots to have the complete picture of customer touch points. This results in a lack of meeting customer expectations, timely resolution of the queries, and be responsive to the changing customer needs, which is resulting in a high customer churn rate. And then these two factors are very much causing the declines in the revenue. Because this industry is a highly competitive industry, customer demands are always changing. They're looking for competitor products. We have a lot of low margin products that is making it challenging for companies to generate high revenues. All right, so how companies like Nespon are helping telcos with our expertise to address these challenges? Firstly, by boosting the agent productivity, and also by helping them focus on the high value tasks. So we bring forward this through a formula, or the equation of growth, that is contributed by three things. Firstly, it starts with having an open platform that brings automation and scalability at its core. The second very important key contributor is having the right connected data to help gather the information in the ecosystem for intelligent decision making. The third contributor is to, once we have the open platform, unified data, what we achieve is the optimized experience, which enable to deliver the right information and the right processes with the right experiences to the right users. And these three contributors are powered by the Gen AI capability that contributes to the growth equation of growth, and is responsible for growing the revenues by 30% EBITDA. Now, this number hasn't been derived randomly. There had been we have been participating in a Catalyst program, which was for TM Forum, wherein we have worked with some of our clients, and we'll be covering the insights of this Catalyst project later in the slides. But based on our projects, Catalyst project, we have derived this 30% EBITDA growth through our telco customers. Also to say that we have recently won the Moon Catalyst Award through this project that was done for TM Forum. Now, telco industry, how Salesforce fits in this. How Salesforce fits in this equation is, Salesforce is a part of this equation very much, because it is one of the platforms that is scalable with out-of-the-box automation features. Data Cloud is one of the most powerful product by Salesforce, which connect customer experiences and unify them. Salesforce also provides industry-specific Customer 360. And then we all are talking about agent force this time, post reinforce, because this is one of our new innovation tool which allows us to deploy customized agents in an autonomous fashion. Uh, and all of this combined provides 30% EBITDA growth to provide extra automation, deliver best customer experiences. As we move next, um, I want to hand over the presentation to Abhi, who will talk about how our collaboration with Salesforce has helped us achieve this result, which we are going to show you through the use cases in the further slides and the demo, which would be covered by Albert. So over to you, Abhi. Thank you for joining the webinar, and
Sure.
if you
Can you
can,
hear me all right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks to the Nespon team for inviting me. A little bit about myself. I am a member of the communications industry product team. I've been in Salesforce for about 12 plus years and used to work with Velocity. Samina mentioned Velocity, used to work with Velocity when they were our partners. And it's great to be part of the product team and working on the innovations that has been constantly churning out. But I'm here today to briefly introduce and talk about the winning award-winning Catalyst, and that got featured last actually this year in at DTW 2024. I have had the opportunity and and the great fortune of being the program manager for several catalysts in the last few years, and this one is very close and near and dear to my heart because this kind of showcases how we can bring in the AI innovations within the flow of work. So that's why it is very appealing, and we kind of embrace the challenge that was given to us by TM Forum, and which is to showcase how AI-driven processes and workflows and applications can generate a 30% EBITDA growth for a customer. So our catalyst, AI-driven EBITDA mastery, revolutioning customer journeys. That was the catalyst that we all participated, and you can download the more details than what will be covered today from the link in the TM forum link that is included in the presentation. So in the next slide, you will these are the partners and our champions in the Catalyst. I'm not sure if all of you are aware of the overall Catalyst program, but think of the Catalyst program as innovative proof of concept, a working proof of concept. This cannot be a slide where all the partners come in and present a concept. We have to show something in working, and the solution, the idea of the solution on what we're going to build collectively together has to be blessed, has to be championed by CSPs. And we had the opportunity of having three great CSPs from the different parts of the world who have to be champions and to guide us through the use cases, to guide us through the design process, and to validate that our solution is aligned with what they had expected. And in fact, we feel very humbled. Stay on the previous slide for a minute. So we feel humbled that we had partners from Vodafone, champions from Vodafone UK, Telecom Argentina, and Converge ICT from Asia Pac. And we'll talk about the few of the solution partners: ARIA, AWS, Calvi, and Nespon, and Salesforce. So if you could come to the next slide, Samina. So this is the high level solution overview of the Catalyst. Now, this Moonshot Catalyst, as I mentioned, demonstrated how an AI-driven architecture can streamline operations and enhance customer engagement. And we demonstrated two use cases in the area of billing inquiries and in the area of field service domain. And the objective was to illustrate how 30% EBITDA growth potential when the framework that we use, the AI framework that we use, can be applied applied across the entire customer cycle. Now, at a high level, I'll not go into the very details in all the components, but at a high level, if you could look at the diagram here, Salesforce CRM acts as the engagement layer, right? Providing a 360 view of the customer, invoking key Gen AI capabilities through Flow, through Prompt Builder, and the trust layer. Now, Communications Cloud acts as the data source, providing customer profile and engagement data to the data cloud, and also to systems like ARIA's billing history cases, orders, commercial products. That was for the use case one on the billing inquiry. For use case two on the field service, Comms Cloud provides data such as the work orders, cases, service and appointments, etc., information. Right now, besides collecting and consolidating all the customer information, Data Cloud also provides the vector database to provide RAG, retrieval augmented generation capabilities for grounding the unstructured data that we are getting. AWS provides all the AI capabilities, including sentiment analysis being performed by the LLM hosted by the AWS. We have, as I mentioned, the field service use case. We used we used a diagnosis application which has the data provided by our champions and Nespon. Nespon worked very heavily in that to provide a query for the RAG. We use the field service mobile app for the technician key tool and to execute the activities in an efficient manner. Now you see on the billing side of things, on the use case one, the billing inquiry management, we had two flows coming in from ARIA for providing the essential billing data. On the first path, ARIA is providing Calvi with the customer subscription charges and the usage that has been rated and billed in ARIA for the bill presentation analysis, etc. And the other part, which you see here below, ARIA is providing critical and detailed historic billing data through the ARIA Snowflake data share connector to the Salesforce Data Cloud. Now, I know there was a lot of information out there, but I encourage you to get the more details on the Catalyst from the Catalyst site, and you especially the business impact, because that was one of the key drivers which for getting us the award. But more than the award, the whole overall 30% EBITDA, the model, why we think AI developed capabilities and the composable architecture for the AI can help CSPs get to that point. So with that, I'll give the control back to Samina for carrying and walking us through the two demos that we built for the billing inquiry and for the field service. Samina, back to you.
Sure. Thank you, Abhi. I will now ask, can you change the slide? Thank you. I will now ask Albert to give us a walkthrough of the use case one, which is proactive, and let us know what are the insights and how, and then he will also be covering a quick demo for us.
Thanks, Amina. Okay, now we have been talking about lots of systems IGI, but how do we translate this to a real life scenario? Well, let's work on this use case number one, a billing notification with a bill shock prevention. Okay, let's say it's a client that has contracted a 10 gigabyte plan for a mobile internet and the system detects a 12 gigabyte usage this month. The CRM makes a call to one of the external systems providing the billing insights. Doing a sentiment analysis, the system will create a likelihood response from the client to this scenario. Now, we have a bill shock scenario, bill insights, and sentiment analysis. Now, using a RAG call to get the client case history and billing data to feed our eligibility API, the CRM will create a recommended offer based on the product catalog. RAG, as Abhijit mentioned, means retrieval augmented generation. It's the process of optimizing the output of a large language model. So it references a knowledge database out of its training data sources before generating a response. We're basically taking information from the vector database from Data Cloud. Now that we have a recommended offer, the system will generate a proactive notifications to the client, letting them know the billing update and providing an offer. The client then accepts the offer of upgrading the plan and wrapping up the case and preventing a reactive scenario where the customer calls or files complaint. Based on research such as from CSG and the Salesforce customer engagement, billing inquiry calls account for 50% of customer care calls. Considering the activities in these calls, 75% of the time can be impacted by GenAI. For example, analyzing the bill issue, identify causes and solutions, reviewing the customer, and updating the next steps. By leveraging AI enablers, we can have a tangible improvement. A GI-based application with a co-pilot can reduce the average handling time. Proactive personalized engagement with a chatbot can reduce the volume of inquiries for assisted support, and a next best action can lead to upsell opportunities in case they lead to an issue resolution. As an evident improvement, we can see the AHT being reduced, as well as the numbers of calls due to the fact that the clients will be doing inquiries with chatbots, and proactive scenarios will prevent client calls. Customer service operational expenditures are being reduced from customer service in general, and now we have an increase in revenue and EBITDA. EBITDA, by the way, stands for earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. It's a measure of a company's financial performance that provides insight to its profitability from its core operations. These improvement metrics come from artifacts from research and consulting firms, telco experts, and customer success stories and surveys from the Catalyst. Now, let's go to the use case number 2, a field technician troubleshooting and resolving. Now, a customer calls with an inquiry, and a service agent assigns a work order to a technician. Using GenAI and some grounding from related records, a pre-work summary is provided. Grounding is the ability to connect a model output to verified sources of information. In this case, the Salesforce comes cloud data on the client, the case history, the order history, assets, and past interactions. The technician is ready to execute the order. This means doing the visit to the customer where she finds an issue. The technician executes an analysis, and based on a RAG call to a vector database, the large language model summarizes similar resolution, giving the technician a resolution guide. The LLM allows the technician to ask for information in the knowledge database, providing additional detailed step-by-step instruction, helping her complete the work on a successful resolution on a first visit. Now, let's see how this plays out in the demo.
We have two key personas in the use case. Martha Nielsen is a Quadstar customer. She has an internet service plan. Martha called the support center and the agent opened a ticket, and after some analysis, an appointment was scheduled. Tina Young is the field service technician. She started working at Quadstar 6 months ago, and she's doing a great job. Now, let's see how GenAI is working inside our solution. We have Martha's account information and the work order that was created to schedule the technician visit. The first interaction is to show the pre-work summary. First, we can see the customer sentiment. Sentiment analysis is being performed via LLM hosted by AWS on the K-calls transcript. Here is the result, slightly negative. In the second step, we can get to the specific summary information. Customer address information, assets, customer inventory, previous work orders, the problem description, and the steps to complete the work order. The second AI moment is to show more specific steps to fix the issue after the technician executes the first diagnosis. The information we get in this interaction is based on the diagnosis application created by Nespon. The result consolidates the steps other technicians have performed to solve the same or similar problem. With GenAI, we can show how to solve similar problems for each situation, give a real illustration, and ensure the resolution of the problem on the first visit. Finally, we have the last GenAI interaction, to search articles when the technician needs more information to execute some of the proposed activities. We can enter questions in natural language to search articles in the knowledge base. With GenAI, technicians can resolve issues or install services in an efficient manner, receiving real-time assistance and automatic solutions. This reduces the solution times and improves customer satisfaction. Now we go to Tina's mobile application. From here, she can see all the service appointments that are assigned to her. Tina selects Martha's service appointment. She can access the work order detail information. Tina needs more information, so she taps in Actions and selects the pre-work summary. This is the first interaction with AI. As we saw from the agent's perspective, the pre-work summary has specific information about the customer and the issue. She can see the customer sentiment based on what Marta has told the agent, and now has a better understanding of the client. In the following step, she can access to more specific information: customer address, assets, customer inventory, previous work orders, the problem description, and the steps to complete the work order. Now, thanks to GenAI, Tina has all the information she needs and is ready to start working on solving the issue. After running a preliminary diagnosis, Tina realizes she has never run into this specific issue before, and she isn't quite sure how to fix it, so she can access Diagnosis Action to see more detailed information to resolve this problem. Tina now has a detailed guide and steps to follow in order to fix the issue. These steps are based on another technician experience resolving a similar issue. Now Tina needs more detailed information on how to configure the customer equipment. For this we have GenAI, to search articles in the knowledge base using natural language, getting a quick and detailed response in seconds without the need of consulting other sources or personnel. With GenAI, Tina can get real-time assistance, ensure the resolution of the problem on the first visit, reducing the time resolution and improving the customer satisfaction.
Well, now what's the impact on this? According to the numbers outlined, field technicians' visits takes about 45 minutes on average to resolve. And from those appointments, 45% of them involve a ticket and bid raise, contributing the overall 30-minute extra to work order time. With GenAI, now the technician will have access to several recommendations of what to do according to the history of diagnosis. This prevents them to raise a QIP ticket, and then this idle time during the ticket resolution will be saved. The improvement and impact is evident. Ticket volume is reduced, efficiency time grows, and we are reducing operational costs and increasing the EBITDA and revenue. Now I will let David or Samina do the conclusions. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Abid. Thank you, Albert. So here we finish our presentation about the Catalyst program, how we are using Gen AI and how we are transforming, how we are doing the transformation for various telco companies. I would wait for any questions anyone has from the audience side. We would be happy to answer.
Thank you very much, Samina, Albert, and Avi. I think that if you have questions, you can reach out directly. You can send a message to us, to the team. There is one more slide, Albert, in the deck. This is the last one. Yeah, this one. So please reach out to us. Samina and the team will be next week in Dubai, in Chaitex, so we can have personal meetings there. We can meet anytime. And if you want to have separate calls, offline calls with us to get into the more details about what we did in this catalyst for TM Forum or any other reference like the ones that we show with Telefonica, Winestream, Telecom Argentina, feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to have personal calls with you, meetings, and let you know all the details that you need. Thank you again, team. It was great. Great summary of what we did. Let's see each other in the next webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.